Hello guys, it's Christine, and I'm coming today to show you something I've wanted to work with all year and haven't found the time. So today I'm going to share with you a project that I'm making that features two of our thin cut sets. Now they're a little more, they're large, so they're a little more pricey, but if you're in my club, you can get them at half price. And if you are in my private customer group or Facebook or VIP group, I will be offering a special to you there, so watch for that. So I wanted to start with this page. This is our current core catalog that runs from September through August of this year. So just 2 more months left in this catalog. So you want to grab the things that you don't want to miss out on in the next couple months. So this page right here is like an opening page to our thin cuts and more section of the catalog. It's page 58, and here you can see some examples of our flower thin cuts, the leaf, different leaves that they offer in that. They're just sprinkled throughout on various artwork, and our tags that I want to show you. So you can see a couple examples here. This one is like a pocket. You can tuck the tag inside, and they've added some flowers and a branch. This one has like a window frame pane over top of this bottom tag, and you can see how they have these little embellishments that you put over the opening to help make it more stable and secure. So I love all the little features in it. And look at the cutout heart. Isn't that adorable? So let's turn the page to where you can actually find them. So this first one is called Buildable Tags, and it's on page 61 right here in this section. So you can see all the different pieces. Again, here's that sample artwork with the one that looks like a pocket here. So you fold these in to create that pocket, and then you can tuck in one of these tags. There's one that's kind of squared off and one that's round. And you'll see whatever is in the background on the tag, or you could add the heart to the tag, so when you slide it in it shows, or it could be a strip of paper and it would look like a heart there. But you can see there are so many different pieces, and with the tags that have a hole in them already, you can see that there's two shapes, one that is an oval and one that is a circle, that will accommodate these outlines here. So that is our buildable tags. So many fun things you can do as a journaling accent on your layouts, as an interactive element on your layouts, on gifts, on cards, just on a page as a decorative piece. A million things you can do with these. The next one is our layered flowers thin cut. So you can see all of the different variety you get here. There's several different sizes of flowers. There's 4, I believe, and they layer. So there's different pieces. There's a base piece and then a layering piece. You can use them individually, separately, or you can layer them as they've shown. And there's all different centers for your flowers. There's a stem, and there's also a branch with leaves on it. And then there's also a separate large leaf. So you can see here just an example of how they've layered them together with different centers inside. And it's just gorgeous. They're really gorgeous. So let me show you real quick here. This was page 62, just so you can reference that. Here is a project I had made that features all 4 of the flowers, and I did layer them so you can see how they work together. So this is the smallest flower. This is the next size up. Excuse me, this is the medium flower and the large. Just so you can get an idea of how big they are. and the different leaves. So here is that branch tucked in underneath, and then here are the two other leaf sizes tucked in under those flowers. And you can see where I've got a center, different size centers here, and here I've actually layered two of the centers, one in cardstock, and then one with the silver foil paper. So you can mix and match those however you want. So those are the 4 flower sizes. Now let me show you the project I want to make. So I have a tag. I have the large flower, but I'm just using the base piece, not the layered top. So this is in white. This is in our color of the year, wild berry. And this is avocado, the dark side, and then again on the light side, just to have some contrast. And I have a flower center that I'm going to use in black cardstock. And then, pardon me, my tag frame here. Pardon me. Here is what I'm going to do. Let me move this over. So I've already stamped on this side just to have that out of the way. I'm going to take this little shape, outline shape, and I'm going to be using our Tombow multi liquid glue, the mono glue. And I'm just going to make sure I'm in the screen here. I'm just going to add, well, I'm actually just going to do it on the tag itself. And I have to find my tweezers in my craft room because they would be best to place this with, but I'm just going to use my fingers. So just kind of eyeball it there and press it down. And you can see that that tiny tip end, it didn't bleed through at all. And it dries perfectly lined up. It's just a nice little accent, right? And you could do any color at all. Now, for my flower, I'm going to show you, this is our wild berry. This is the true color on this side, and then the other side is a lighter version. So I'm going to be taking our piercing tool and this is the original color side, and then I'm just wrapping it around. You can use a pencil, a straw, any tool that you have handy. I like this tool because it's smooth all the way around rather than, some pencils that are not. And it just has multi-purposes. All right, so you can see there are 7 petals here. And I'm going to fold it sort of in half. So I'm folding it at the 3, and any direction will work. So now I have it folded over. So you saw the flowers used flat. Here you can, change it up a bit. So I'm going to fold it over so that it looks like that. Forgot my scissors. All right, so I'm using the thin 3D foam tape, and I'm just cutting off a little piece here. Now you could use glue, regular 3D foam tape, whatever your heart desires. So I'm just placing it above the fold line so that it will adhere but still offer a little bit of dimension, okay? So now I've got a folded flower, and next I'm taking this centerpiece. I'm going to put just a little bit of foam tape on the back of it as well. Peel that off. And you can see that it has a unique shape. You can turn it however you desire, but I'm going to have it just kind of coming off a little bit so that if you're looking at a flower, you would see that it has that raised center domed area where the center of the flower is. So that's supposed to give that sort of effect. Now this branch, I'm going to use this as my stem, which means I don't need these 2 leaves. So what I'm going to do is cut this one off And just hold on, I'm just gonna trim up this piece right here. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this one off. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way. All right, anyway, so here I have the stem left. So again, I'm going to use our piercing tool and roll the leaves just to give them some dimension. It really makes a difference, right? When you see the flower that is flat. Well, I tried to roll this one a little bit. But for example, this one is just flat, which is fine. It's still adorable like we saw in the book. But I love dimension of every kind, so I love that I get that with this. All right, so now I'm going to use this mono glue again, and I'm just going to add a little bit in a few places here. And so my flower is going to be something like that. And I'll just push this down here. Alrighty, only takes a second to attach and we're good to go. Now for the back of this, I'm going to go ahead and add another layer of the thin 3D foam tape. Again, you could glue it down flat or use the standard foam tape. And maybe you use it in one area, not all the sections that I did. And I'm just going to place it right, let's see, let's tuck it under that leaf, right about there. So there's my little tag, cute, right? So I have the avocado regular, and then I have the avocado light side. I am, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and roll this off. So this is the lighter side. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to that stem. Kind of put a lot on there. And I'm just going to add it here. Yeah, I did. The nice thing about this glue I have found is if you wipe it off right away, it doesn't leave a mark like, say, liquid glass would do. And then once it dries completely, I can use my rub and remove eraser to take off any tackiness that's still there. All right, so already, excuse me, we have an adorable tag. And you could add ribbon or twine or embellishing thread, whatever you wanted to the top. You could tie it into a gift bag. You could put it on a gift box, you know, and wrap your ribbon around. Isn't that adorable? Just adorable and so simple. I'm so sorry, allergies are super bad right now in my area. Okay, so I'm going to move these over and bring in my card front. So I have stamped inside, so I'm using a theme of black, white, and wild berry, with, of course, the avocado leaves. So I've already got my inside sentiment stamped. I'm going to go ahead and fold that over. And since my bone folder's on the other side of the room, I'm just going to use the handle on my scissors to crease that score line so that it's nice and flat. It's not popping up while I'm trying to work with it. Now I went ahead and cut out, I wanted to matte this in black, which I could have used. My first card, I actually did a full sheet of black, but then I decided, you know what, let's use my other thin cuts. These are the rectangle shaped thin cuts. Excuse me. And that way I would have this piece as well as this other stitched piece set aside to use for another project. So I am going to, and you could add glue to the frame or to the card itself. I think I'm just gonna add it to the card itself. Just hopefully make it quicker and easier. Now you could use, you know, any adhesive of your choice. Since I have this out, I will go ahead and use this. Oops, went in a little too far there. All right. And I'm just gonna place this down. slide it off here. And then I'm just going to use my fingers. Because it's wet glue, I love that. I can slide it around to where it needs to be so it is perfectly placed. How about that? All right, now I could just put my tag on here, and that's cute, right? Of course it is. But I like the white on white, but I want just a little bit of background. So this is one of our older embossing folders that has dots on it. So in this case, let's see. Again, use whatever adhesive you want. I'm gonna go ahead and use our Tombow Mono Air. Our Close to My Heart adhesive is also a very good adhesive to use. What I like about both this Tombow Mono Air and our Close to My Heart tape runner is that it has dots. Not sure if you can tell on screen here, but it's made up of tiny dots, so that if you were to put it across something that has holes, or for example, this, I could run it across this on my all-purpose mat. The dots would stick to the paper where it needs to, and the other dots would stick to the all-purpose mat. I could rub it off. This would have the adhesive I need without a strand sticking out. So that's what I love about the dots adhesive. So both our Close to My Heart tape runner and the Tombow Mono Air have that feature. Now this, I'm just using the stitching on the frame to line up the placement of this. And let's see here. There we go, there it is. Now for this one, let's see. I'm gonna turn my tag over. Again, I could use regular foam tape, but since I have so much dimension on the front, and since I'm going to be putting this particular card in an envelope to mail with a little gift inside as well, I think I need to pay attention to my dimension here. But I do want it to have a little bit of dimension around the edge. So you may want to add more on the very edge when you especially want it to be more defined on the edge. You could totally add more, but I'm just gonna call it quits there. Okay, send it across the room. All right, go ahead and peel this off, and peel this off. And I'm just going to place it kind of like this. Cute, right? But wait, there's more. Why not? So now I have 2 avocado leaves and 1 lighter avocado leaf. Just for fun, let's go ahead and tuck these in on the side. So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm rolling the edge, and I think I'll put 1 there. And let's see. Here's another one. Let's put it, I don't know, like that maybe. And 1 more. Here's my lighter one. So just as an accent next to the others. Not sure. So I don't know. Let's just go with that. Again, I'm going to use the mono adhesive with the fine tip and tuck that in. Remember, I have that foam tape underneath, so I had to trim my stem so that it wouldn't be, it wouldn't knock up against that foam tape. And there's another. I'm just pushing through the tag so that I can press down on that stem underneath. And the last one, this is my accent leaf. And it can go either way, I think. I don't know, let's just do that. Okay, so now I have a cute little heartfelt thank you card with a coordinating note inside, with a coordinating gift going out to my VIPs, with a coordinating envelope to go with it, and I've used that embossing folder on the flap as well as the inside sentiment on my card. So there you have it, having fun with the layered buildable tags and the layered flowers. You'll definitely want to grab a set of your own before they retire in August. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.